It's the 15th of February 2025, and hello from Copenhagen, Denmark. Recently, SAS Scandinavian Airlines joined SkyTeam, meaning I can now earn miles as a KLM Flying Blue member. Let's sample Scandinavian hospitality in the air on board of the Airbus A330-300 in premium economy from Copenhagen to New York JFK. Thank you so much for joining in, and let's begin the video. Welcome to Copenhagen Airport in Denmark, one of SAS Scandinavian Airlines' 3 hubs. I'm coming from a delayed connecting flight from Amsterdam and have to make my way from B to the E gates. The intro had to be retaken because of a last minute upgrade I've gotten, which I wasn't aware of at this point. Copenhagen Airport is moderate in size, not gigantic like Amsterdam, Frankfurt, Paris or London Heathrow, yet you still need to walk some distance when connecting from Schengen to non-Schengen. My only concern at the moment was making my flight to New York JFK. Originally I had 1 hour and 15 minutes, but that has been reduced to just a mere 30 minutes. This meant no time for the lounge and speedrunning your way through the terminal. Somehow, most connections on SAS are just over an hour or so, making them a good choice if there's no delay. Still, you should never worry too much as the airline is well aware of all the passengers with short connection times. Just before passport control in the Schengen area is the SAS Business Class Lounge, divided into the normal lounge and the SAS Gold Lounge. This visit was on another occasion when I had more time. As a KLM Flying Blue Platinum member, I could use the SAS Gold Lounge, which is the higher of the 2 tiers. Not that it is much different in my opinion. The lounge was quite crowded, so I couldn't film much. So yeah, here's what I have got from the buffet. Various veggies and salad from the salad bar, and some chicken wings with potato salad. For drink, I went for a glass of Coke. Cold food is the standard here, but the salads on offer are of very good quality and freshly prepared. The chicken wing tasted very good, but it is kind of an odd choice to offer finger foods at a business class lounge. Chicken wings I would normally devour with my hands or with chopsticks, but eating chicken wings in the lounge with your hands felt off. Chopsticks weren't available of course, so I tried it with a fork for the first time and it kinda worked. Overall, I like this lounge for a short visit, despite the massive crowd. Now back to my speed run to make it to flight SK915. Passport control was a breeze and I had to go to gate E124, one of the furthest gates. It took me 18 minutes from gate to gate, which isn't bad, and they weren't finished boarding yet. During booking, I could select all economy seats free of charge as a SkyTeam Elite Plus member. I scanned my boarding pass and the gate agent handed out a receipt to me, informing that I now have seat 26H instead of 35H. I only asked if this was still a window seat, to which the friendly agent confirmed it. Little did I know, I was actually upgraded. I enter the aircraft and here we see SAS Plus, their premium economy cabin. Back here starts SAS Go, the economy cabin. Only now did I realize that I was actually upgraded. Well, so 26H would be my seat for the coming hours. Waiting at your seat are headphones, a large pillow with durable cover, and also a large blanket. There's also an amenity kit. In the seat back pocket there's a bottle of water and another amenity kit. Okay, nice I guess. The headrest can be adjusted sideways and also up. On the left is a coat hook. The IFE screen is noticeably bigger than in economy and it can be tilted. An audio port and a USB-A port is on the right hand side. As mentioned before, the seat back pocket contains the amenity kit, bottle of water and of course the safety card. Below here is the footrest. The legroom is very generous and you can stretch out your legs no problem. However, the window seat has a small box on the right side which you may find bothersome. Also below are for each passenger a universal power outlet. Air vents are not installed. And here's a look at the tray table when folded out. It feels a little wobbly, but not too excessively. Then onto this worthless drink holder folded away. Seriously, the designer must have never heard of turbulence. Here is a shot of the seat fully reclined. They lack a leg rest, yet the seat itself is still comfortable. I have traveled a few times in premium economy by now, and this is my favorite feature of this seat. Not many airlines have. The outer side features a regular armrest instead of a fixed shell, what is more commonly found on other airliners. This means that the seat feels wider and you can work on your manspreading skills. More airlines should opt for this, as the widths stay the same, but there is actually more space for the passenger. It was now 15 minutes beyond departure time, and the crew announced that our departure was postponed in order to wait for connecting passengers. Economy class seems to be fully booked, but our premium economy cabin stayed largely empty even after boarding was completed. I was the only one in row 26, and that's amazing. After 65 minutes past our departure time, we were given the OK for pushback. Since snow had started to fall, we had to go for some de-icing before takeoff, adding another 30-minute delay. So with a delay of 1 hour and 35 minutes, we were finally ready to depart for New York JFK. Flight time would be 8 hours and 5 minutes.
Keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, even when the sign is turned off. In SAS business.
In economy class on this flight, 1 round of soft drink, 1 meal, 1 snack service and water are included in the price. If you want more, you have to purchase it from the buy on board menu. In premium economy, everything is free, but it gets even better. Every item in the buy on board menu is free of charge for you as a SAS Plus passenger, and there is no limit to it. During the whole flight, you can just ask for all items you want, as long as you intend to consume it on board. So service started with a round of drinks and some cashew nuts. The crew actively provided 2 drinks per passenger. What would you like to drink? Something else you want for later? If you declined a second drink, they would ask if you wanted to have 2 cans of the same drink you ordered. Wow, that is very generous of the crew and a fantastic gesture. I went for a can of Coke and a can of Fanta. Then follows lunch service. We could choose between chicken with mashed potatoes or a vegetarian pasta. I went for the chicken with potatoes, not knowing this is the default economy class meal for all SAS long-haul flights. But hey, it looks good, and it's very typical Scandinavian food. The starter is a cream cheese with parma ham and pickled onions. The dessert is a berry crumble cake, and they also provide you cheese, butter, warm bread roll, and knekkebrød, a typical cracker type of bread found in Scandinavia. The meal is largely the same as you would get in economy class, with some small upgrades here and there. The main is the same, but the sides are enhanced, although everything is still served in disposables. They do give you metal cutlery and a glass for your drink. Now over to the taste. The starter was good and fresh. Cream cheese, parma ham and pickled onions are a good combination somehow. The warm bread roll was crunchy on the outside and very moist on the inside. Knekkebrød I've never been a fan of, but it tasted as it should. Now over to the main meal. Everything here is cooked perfectly. Lightly savory, creamy mashed potatoes, chicken tender, and the veggies and sauce makes the dish very moist. It won't win any awards, but it's good and comparable with good canteen food. The berry crumble tasted fine and wasn't too soggy. I've washed everything down with a can of Fanta, and it was a good meal service. It was definitely an economy plus meal and not a business light that some carriers provide. Nevertheless, I enjoyed it. Service ended with a round of coffee or tea, in which I went for a tea. Every passenger would be given a bottle of water and an amenity kit, so let's have a look inside the bag. The bag itself can be used to store your shoes, but then I wouldn't be able to use the bag again for any leftover items. It contains an eye mask, earplugs, toothbrush and toothpaste, basics and very practical. Now over to the lavatory, which was very clean and kept in good condition throughout the flight. No fancy stuff or anything, but that's okay. Premium economy does not have its own lavatory, so you use the ones back in economy class. The IFE screen is nice and large. The amount of content is good too. Not a massive selection and mostly Western media, but you will find something you like for sure. The lack of world cinema isn't too bothersome, since SAS only flies long haul to North America and 3 destinations in Asia. Mid-flight, the crew came by and proactively gave us all the snacks and drinks we wanted. They kept asking if we wanted more, but I decided this was sufficient for me. Wine gums, cashew nuts and apple juice. Still, I really appreciate the crew is so generous and hospitable. Wi-Fi is available on this flight for purchase. It's free for Eurobonus Gold members and those who travel in business class. However, 15 euros for Wi-Fi is actually a very decent price. Still, I didn't feel the need for it, so I went without internet. During downtime, the cabin lights stayed on and I passed the time with some movies, music listening, looking out the window and some napping. The crew would come by very often with cups of water. With 1 hour and 30 minutes to go, a second meal service was provided. This time there was no choice and we were given a cold meal with fish. For drink I went for a can of Sprite. Knekkebröd, warm bread roll, cheese and butter were also provided again, and I also got myself a cup of tea. The main consists of a green salad, smoked salmon with cream cheese and bulgur. Metal cutlery was provided again. Sometimes salad can taste very bitter on board of an aircraft, but the greens were in very good condition here, not dried out or brownish, so that means they were still fresh. The bulgur tasted fine as well, had that nice tangy flavor. I was never a fan of smoked salmon due to its structure, however I still wanted to try it out. I'm no expert on this, but it tasted how it should. Fish wasn't stinky and only smoky. The cream cheese supplemented the dish well. I finished everything except the salmon and washed it down with Sprite. Overall, this meal service could go for a business light meal. Nicely served on ceramic plates adds to that premium feel. As we are approaching New York JFK Airport, let's recap this flight. SAS Plus is in my opinion a very good and solid product. The overall experience makes this premium economy product lean more towards economy plus than business light. Lounge access used to be included or was scrapped, however its unique selling point stayed. Ordering every item you want from the buy on board menu for free as many times as you want, so you can have access to high quality snacks others have to pay for throughout the whole flight. The seat also has a plus point not being in a fixed shell, leaving one side with a regular armrest providing that extra width space. It does not come with a leg rest, so sleeping on it can be less comfortable. Other features are impaired with what most other airlines offer, and the crew is just fabulous. They were always there providing excellent hospitality and offer you a generous amount of food and drinks. Nothing was too much for them. For this flight, I paid 434 euros and 7 cents for a double open jaw ticket from Amsterdam to Newark JFK and from Newark to Düsseldorf. This isn't the lowest economy price, as it can get to below 400 euros, and flying in premium economy sets you back around 900 euros return, which is a very good deal. So would I go for SAS Plus? Definitely, and surely for that price tag. And that was SAS Scandinavian Airlines in premium economy from Copenhagen to New York. Thank you so much for joining and coming along. Take care, and we'll see each other in the next video.